Will this take be the one? I guess my nerves are coming out now. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm getting ready for a first date and I'm going to be taking you through the whole getting ready process. So the hair, the makeup, the outfit, all of it. So let's get into it. As you can see, my hair is pinned up and cooling. I need to catch you guys up on what I did voiceover style. So here's my starting point, my towel dried / air dried hair. And I first go in with this Redken Acidic Color Gloss. This whole line is amazing, but this is a really nice heat protectant. Then I go in with my Dyson Airwrap and I start with this brush attachment and I smooth root to mid. I really want to smooth and blend my natural hair into my extensions. Then I section off my hair. I take my first 2 rows of extensions. Then I put in this Osis Grip Strong Mousse. This stuff is amazing at gripping your style in place. Now this is where the fun begins. I use my Dyson horizontally the entire time when I do my blowouts. I just switch the direction. So for my first section, my lowest section, I curl it downwards. After I'm finished curling each one, I clip it back, just so that it cools nicely. Then for my second section, I curl it upwards for a more flippy look. And you want to do this so you have a lot of volume and curl, and so that all the curls don't gather up together and create just one big turd-like curl. This will help to keep things nice and separated and just give a better, bigger blowout. And then with my third row of extensions, I curl them downwards once again, like the first row. And this time I clip them lower. I didn't want as much volume near the root. That's just my preference. Now with the crown portion, it's quite simple. I switched to the round brush attachment and I kind of section off just like the mohawk section, I guess, just for my bangs and the top portion of my head. And then I just smooth everything out while curling it downwards horizontally once again. And then with that mohawk section, I curl everything towards the back. Usually I do this in 3 sections, but today I did 2, I guess. Then I part my hair down the middle and I take my 2 bang sections and I curl them away from my face. I drew up a blowout chart so you can screenshot this just to keep it. You can also do this style with a normal curling iron. If you pin it up or even put it in Velcro rollers, you'll get more of like a blowout look too. But if you just clip them up, you'll get like a smoother version of my final style here. So I numbered all of the steps here, so I really hope this is helpful. So as far as skincare goes, I just went in with this SPF. This is one that's been heavily recommended to me. I feel like I need to touch it up though. It may have been a long time. I usually go in with a moisturizer, then my SPF, but I forgot. And this is like a really nice texture. I feel like it's going to be good. I'm going to go in with my pretty long wearing products today because it's 30 degrees and I feel like my makeup will melt off. I forgot to mention, what am I doing for this date? He planned a really cute like picnic date. He has a cousin who owns a really nice pizza restaurant, I guess, and he's picking us up some pizza. I'm bringing the beer and we're going to a really cute park overlooking the city. So I'm taking my E.L.F Power Grip Primer. This girl does not do great in 30-degree weather. I get sweaty and panicked, so hopefully the breeze will have my back and my bits. But yes, I met this man on Hinge. I re-downloaded Hinge a few weeks after moving here. It's been a while since I've done the online dating thing, but it felt right. And even if he isn't the right man for me, at least I'm going out and going to have fun. So now for my foundation, I'm going to be using my most reliable one, my Makeup Forever HD Skin in the shade 1N14. I haven't been feeling nervous, but I feel it in my hands. Whenever I start getting nervous, my hands turn ice cold. Feels like I'm applying this with like a mannequin's hand. So maybe the nerves are coming out. I may make myself a getting ready little dirty martini. That sounds kind of fun. But I'm afraid that a martini will be a little too much for me. So maybe like a pup cup martini would be fantastic. Dirty martinis have quickly become my favorite drink. I honestly crave them. Like if I know I'm going out with the girls, I'm like, that's what I'm getting. I don't care about the cocktail list. Like just give me that. And I do have like an addiction to olives. I've always have ever since I was a baby. But I was like, a dirty martini seems like so intense, and it is, but I love the taste. And I brought it up to my mom and she was like, well, that makes sense because your grandma loves dirty martinis. And I never knew that, but that makes sense. I copy her pretty much everything. She is such an inspiration to me. And who knew it would come down even to the cocktails. But my decor like is so reminiscent of her style, and just, she's awesome. So Meme, if you're watching this, I love you, I love you. But yeah, a few weeks ago when someone was like, oh, would you ever come out with a brand? I was like, yeah, but it wouldn't be beauty related. I'd probably come out with like an olive brand. But then I was like, damn it, I think somebody already did that. I think Emma Ledger already has an olive brand. One more olive brand can't hurt, can it? Maybe I am more nervous than I was expecting. I didn't think I was going to go on a tangent about dirty martinis and olives for 6 minutes. Now I'm taking a powder puff with my Makeup by Mario powder. I think I forgot to mention what concealer I used. Pardon me. It was the Lancôme All Over Concealer. Kind of getting back into my old favorite there. I decided against making myself a pup cup martini, and I'm just going for a Diet Coke. Probably a better decision. Kind of fun, but Kosas brought out these brightening colors in the Cloud Set powders. I'm pretty hyped about it, honestly. Gosh, when you first get these, they're really hard to open, hey? And I don't want to shove my nail in there. Risk it breaking. Okay, so there's yellow. Yellow, peach, and pink. I might just dust a little bit of the pink just to see. I'm way too curious. I mean, my eyes are already set, so I don't think it has anything to adhere to, but I needed to try it. It didn't do anything. I'll have to try this another day. I forgot I chose a bunch of other powder products, so I'm actually going to grab my powder puff once again, and I'm going to set more generously now. Whew. That was so satisfying. God, I love setting my forehead. And I am being very careful. Since I met this man online, I sent his profile to my parents, obviously, and my girlfriends. And I already share my location with my girlfriends who live here too, so they're on guard. But I have a good feeling. I've gone on a few in-person Hinge dates, and some of them have been unhinged. I've done a few story times, but those were like a long time ago, like over a year ago. But I remember there was this one date I went on with this guy, and we only went on one date. We didn't really jive with each other. Like, I didn't really feel it with him, but I remember checking his profile in the morning, and all of the prompts were things I had brought up on the date, like funny things, funny topics. And they were all his new prompts. I was like, you're welcome, weirdo. Like, get a personality, don't steal mine. Like, tip me. I just went in with a lot of bronzer. I used the M Cosmetics. Wow, and I really went for it. Really, really went for it. That's a little bit more than I wanted, but that's okay. I was just reminiscing on my wonderful in-person Hinge dates. Now for my blush, I'm going to be using the Kosas Blush is Life in the shade Dreamland. This is a nice everyday, close to my skin tone kind of vibe. It's just a little brown, little peachy, little nudie, little bit pinky, what I'm needing for like a chill look. And it also has a really cute like built-in highlight to it. And I'm using the Makeup by Mario F1 brush to blend this blush out. I am planning on filming a favorite brushes video finally. I haven't for the longest time because most of my favorite brushes back then were all discontinued, so it was just kind of like a little bit of a tease video, but I've been replacing all of those discontinued ones with ones that are readily available. And I'm taking the mini side of this brush to do my nose. Maybe not, that's more work. It's now brow time, so please enjoy the kitten intermission. Like, I'm not sure if I'm loving what's happening here. I feel like I'm looking yellow or something. I don't know. But I'm taking my Naked palette and I'm just going to be using this shade right here for now, the shade Naked. And I'm just going to put this in my crease just to warm up my eyes. I think this is the only shade I'm actually going to be using today. And I picked up my Victoria Beckham Bordeaux eyeliner again. I really liked this on my eyes the other day. It's just a really complimentary color for most eyes, but I really liked how it looked against my green. So I'm going to do like a little eyeliner, not as much as the other day, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully the eyeliner gods are with me today. I'm also happy I remembered to throw on my Sacheu lip stain and Hey-Zel 04 at this time, so I had time to really stain. Okay, I redid my base. I'm a bit happier with it. The only thing I really changed up was the blush shade, and I went in with Kosas Euphoria instead of Dreamland. I think it just added a little bit more of a flirty look. The other one was like, I felt like it just wasn't the right thing for a date, I think. Okay, so now for my lips, I'm going to line with my Freck shade 3. I'm putting on a little Kosas Heat Wave, but I think I'm going to top it with a little bit of the Givenchy Rose Perfecto Liquid Balm in 220, which is like this really pretty red corally shade. This whole week, I haven't been like so happy with my makeup. I think I've just been like worried about it too much, so then like my anxiety about my makeup not turning out good kind of affects the outcome of it. Ugh, I don't know. I'm just having one of those weird weeks where I feel like I don't know how to do makeup all of a sudden. It's so strange. And I'm going to put a little bit of my One Size on Till Dawn just to help me in the heat. Oh, I tried to breathe air from over there, but it didn't help. Okay, that stuff's so intense. It's time to release the hairs. I'm really hoping that this style stays in my hair. These extensions have been the worst extensions ever. Like the Bellamy quality has been so butt lately. I've had extensions in my head for years, like ever since 2019, and just Bellamy has been letting me down. The quality of this hair is so bad. It gets so stringy and ratty, and like it's naturally very curly, which I thought would be fun. But like whenever I style it, it always like gets really gross and stringy, and it tries to get back to its curly state, but then it just looks like unwashed beach hair for days. But this looks pretty good. I'm hoping that it's gonna stay nice. Just going to brush through and determine if it's too curly, but then again, they might fall quite a bit, so I'm not going to touch them. Okay, I feel like a lion. I'm gonna check the back. Good enough. No, it actually turned out really good. Now I have to get dressed and then I gotta go. Of course, the moment I should talk my hair, it looks the best ever. I just got dressed. This is what I'll be wearing. So it's just like this really cozy little black dress. I also have it in 2 other colors. This is from Halara. I wore these dresses all summer long. They're so cozy, easy to put on. They look really cute dressed up or dressed down. And they have like built-in shorts, like it's a whole bodysuit under here with pockets, so you just feel nice and safe and tucked in and secure. Like if a wind gust comes up, it's not going to blow up your skirt and you're not going to get exposed. It's just nice. Then I just layered over this little linen top that I probably will take off because it's way too hot. And then I have my little sunnies and my cutie little purse. But yeah, that's my little outfit. And then I'm just gonna put on my New Balance runners. Also with these dresses, I don't have to wear bras, so it's like ultra cozy, like the best thing ever. I'm just nice and tucked, but it still gives me a little bit of a lift. I know lots of brands have these types of dresses, but this one's my favorite. I think the flare starts at a really cute and flattering part, like right here. The ones from Aritzia, they like start flaring down here, so sometimes it can make you look like a little bit of a tube. Abercrombie has this type of dress as well. I believe it's called like the traveler's dress. I like those ones, but the only issue I have is like the unitard portion underneath has like a thick seam that runs through the whole center of the dress, or the whole center of the bodysuit portion, so it shows on the dress, like over it. So it just does not make sense to me. These ones are sewn properly, they're cute, they're extra supportive. They're awesome. That man was not my man. We had a really nice date. He's a really kind gentleman. I liked the guy, but not romantically. I unfortunately didn't feel any sort of connection, and I felt like our conversation didn't really flow very well. I'm following my gut, and I just know that he wasn't the man for me. So expect more first date get ready with me's in the future. Thank you for keeping me company while I get ready for this first date. It actually helped me from like getting in my head and getting nervous. So thank you. You guys are awesome. I'll have everything I used listed and linked in the description box down below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer all of them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.